This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com.
Hi, my name is Noel. We're going to be going over yin yoga for thyroid support today by using compression in our neck and also allowing blood flow to reset to our upper body will support our thyroid in metabolism and a lot of other great qualities to this practice. For today's practice, I recommend using a bolster or even just a pillow off your bed will work fine. You can also color coordinate it to your outfit if you'd like.
Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. And if you haven't already, follow us on social media for tips, tutorials, giveaways, and daily inspiration.
We'll be working with our thyroid today to help support it in feeling active and better. The thyroid gland lives in our neck on either side, so we'll be doing a lot of compression by dropping the chin and also stretching the neck from side to side to help strengthen and support the thyroid that lives in there. It helps us with metabolism, mood, energy levels, all of those things, so it's very important in our day-to-day lives. Because we are always standing up, most of our blood flow is draining right down to our feet. So today we're going to be focusing on reversing the blood flow to come back into the upper body and help kind of flush out the area where our thyroid is. In general, we have a tendency to kind of like hunch and do weird things with our neck, and it's not something we tend to focus on strengthening or stretching out very often. So we'll get that done today. We'll get started in an easy seat today, knees relaxed towards the ground, or you can be kneeling if that feels better for you. We can allow the eyes to close and the hands to rest easily on the thighs. Sit up tall through the crown of your head and take a moment to just settle onto your mat and into your space. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Open mouth exhale. One more time, big inhale. Open mouth exhale. Starting to seal the lips and allowing your breath to breathe in through the nose and exhaling through the nose as well. Start to add some texture, some restriction at the back of the throat, allowing your mind to bring recognition to that area since we'll be putting so much focus on it today. Take a few more rounds of breath at your own pace, settling in and just relaxing here. You can take a few clearing swallows with the throat, yet again just bringing attention to that area. Last full breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can blink the eyes open and just drop your chin towards your chest. Feeling a nice easy stretch at the back of the neck and also starting to find that throat compression that we'll be focusing on today. Continuing to find a full deep breath here even though the throat is constricted. And then start to rock the head just side to side from shoulder to shoulder, keeping the chin tucked towards the chest. Nice and easy, just warming up and stretching here, allowing the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Coming back to center, dropping the chin as close to the chest as we can and slowly rounding down, folding through the spine and relaxing and just hanging heavy here. On your next inhale, slowly rise up to a seat. And from here, you can take a couple shoulder shrugs up towards the ears and then rolling the shoulders back down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as they roll down the back. Now we'll move into a tabletop position on our hands and knees. And always remember that you can take some extra padding under the knees if you're working on a hard surface. Spread the fingertips out wide and stack the shoulders over your hands and wrists. Hips come to stack over the knees, and then take a peek down between your thumbs and continue to keep your vision there to keep the spine long. Find a slight tuck of the belly button in towards the spine. Take a moment to breathe here and feel the strength in this simple posture. As you inhale, the belly will drop low. Tilt your tailbone up, cow pose. Pull the chest through. Slight bend in the elbows. And breathe here. Start to take the vision up towards the corner of your ceiling, maybe adding in a little hip wiggle from side to side, opening the throat. Take a full inhale here. As you exhale, round through the spine, cat pose, press into the palms. Tuck the belly button and chin underneath you, focusing on the compression of the neck here. Maybe you add a shoulder shrug on each side. On your next inhale, the belly will drop low, cow pose, pull the chest through, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, cat, arch through the spine, tuck the chin in. And then come back to a neutral tabletop. Take the knees together or out wide, depending on how your back is feeling today. Big toes come to touch, child's pose. Extend the arms out long in front of you and then melt the forearms down towards the ground. You can rest your chin or your forehead to the mat. And just take a couple breaths here. You can roll your forehead out from side to side or wiggle the hips a little from side to side to ease into this posture. Take 3 full rounds of breath here, slow and steady, allowing the mind to settle into the posture and just relax here. On your next inhale, look forward. Press the weight into your palms and rise back up to a tabletop. Make sure that the hips are stacking over the knees here, and then start to walk the hands out nice and long in front of you. And yet again, melt the forearms down towards the crown, keeping the tailbone high, and then resting your chin or forehead down to the mat. Finding a nice opening of the throat, as well as the shoulders and the armpits here. Puppy bows can be kind of intense, so breathe fully and deeply, taking this moment to come from a place of compassion in your practice, recognizing that we might be sore because we are working really hard this week, understanding that we are just here to support ourselves. 3 more slow rounds of breath here. Press down greatly through the palms. Take your vision forward. Start to press back into the hands and walk yourself back up to a tabletop position. From here, you can move through a quick round of cat-cow, arching through the spine and dropping the belly low. Arching through the spine and dropping the belly low. Then when you're ready, we will draw the hands out a little further in front of us, curl your toes under, lift the hips high, find your downward facing dog. You can take the feet a little wider than normal and walk them just a little bit closer to you than you would normally set up. Take a healthy bend in the knees, so much so that your belly can come to rest on your thighs. Press the fingertips wide and melt the chest back towards the thighs even more. Relax your head between the arms. Maybe sway a little from side to side, pedal one knee deeper and then the other. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Start to bring the weight into your left hand, pressing down. Now grab your right hand and reach it across to your left ankle, taking a nice easy twist here. From here, tuck the chin in towards the chest and take a peek underneath your left armpit. Squeeze the chin towards the chest and breathe deeply. One more inhale. Exhale, relax the right hand back down. Take a moment at the center and then start to move to the other side, pressing the weight into your right hand and wrapping your left hand across your right shin. Take 3 full rounds of breath here as you tuck your chin in towards your chest. Gently relax the left hand down to the mat, pedal out the knees, and then slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. Meeting in ragdoll pose, take the feet out nice and wide, deep bend in the knees here, grab for opposite elbows or the nape of your neck. Yet again, tuck the chin in towards the chest and really hang heavy here. Can sway from side to side, nod the head yes and no. And when you find stillness, draw the chin deeply into the chest and breathe. One more inhale here. And gently release the bind of your hands. Drop the hands down towards the mat and just gently come down to a seat. We'll be moving on to our backs here, so you can take the legs out in front of you. Slowly lower down onto your back. Start with the soles of the feet on the ground. You can grab for your pillow and have it next to you. This pillow is always optional. It's just a nice little bit of extra support here. We'll start with the soles of the feet underneath the knees, and then walking the heels in really close to the glutes, and then plant your hips down and walk your spine a little bit longer. Make sure that your low back is suction cupping to the mat, but allow the natural arch of your spine to lift up here. We'll take the hands and place them down next to the hips. As you inhale, lift the hips high, squeeze the knees towards one another. Grab for your optional pillow here and sneak it underneath your hips. We want it lined up right around the glutes and the lower back area. Once you feel cozy here, you can release the hips down, taking a moment to readjust through the shoulders and planting the palms face down onto the mat for extra support. We'll start by lifting our left foot high. Reach the toes towards the ceiling. When you feel good here, you can start to add in your right foot. Always an option to keep the knees bent if you need some extra relief for the low back. Moving into plow pose, we're just going to lift the hips high and drop them down back between the wall and our head. Extend the heels out. Keep straight and strong through the legs. Keep your vision straight at the thighs, focusing on not moving the neck from side to side here, and then really allow the chin to tuck in towards the chest. Breathe fully and deeply here for 5 to 7 breaths. Plow pose is especially great for the thyroid because it's the deepest point of compression in any of our yoga postures. This is a beautiful way to help reset your metabolism and take a nice gentle inversion here. Last couple rounds of breath, even with the throat constriction, allowing your breath to flow freely. Keep active through the heels. Keep the vision straight up. Press down through the fingertips. You can stay right here, or you can start to move into shoulder stand with me by lifting your right leg and then starting to draw the hands onto the low back, keeping the elbows in nice and tight. You might need to wiggle around a little here. Get straight and strong through the right leg. When you feel steady, start to lift your left leg high as well. Work to stack the hips over the shoulders and then start to point the toes like they're in little Barbie heels, squeezing the legs together. Flex the toes if you can. Keep reaching the ball mounds of your feet straight up and keep pressing the hands into the back to help realign the spine. Allow the chin to tuck greatly into the chest and breathe for 3 to 5 breaths here. This inversion is so great for allowing all the blood to rush down to the upper body. And then when we come up, it rushes back
And there's a whole new set of blood flow and blood supply in those areas that didn't have them before. Last 2 rounds of breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready to come out, replace the hands to the ground. Allow the feet to drop back behind you once more. Start to bend the knees down towards the forehead. Using the hands as brakes, start to slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time, allowing your pillow to support your hips as you come down, and then slowly releasing the feet to the ground. Take a moment here to reset your shoulders, allow your spine to settle. You can take your feet out wide and then allow the knees to knock together. When you're ready, take the soles of your feet back to the center of your mat, and then slowly lift 1 leg up at a time, coming into waterfall pose. Beautiful restorative version of shoulder stand, and a great way to allow the blood to drain out of the feet once more with the support of the pillow. Start to bend your knees until you feel like your feet are floating in the air, weightless. You can allow your eyes to close, settle into this relaxing posture. Three to 5 more rounds of breath here, slow and steady. Allowing the mind and the body to reset. Taking a few moments to support yourself mentally and physically. Knowing that that type of positivity pours into our yoga practice and our daily lives. Can also help with things like supporting our thyroid. Last inhale here, slowly start to drop the knees in towards the chest. Release the feet to the ground. Press down through the heels and carefully lift the hips up and remove the bolster, just placing it off to the side. Slowly lower onto your back. Take the feet out wide, palms face up. Take up space on your mat. And take a few rounds of breath in your resting Shavasana pose or corpse pose. Recognizing all of the beautiful benefits from this practice today. Breathing fully and deeply. Gently start to deepen the breath even more into the belly. Filling up through the rib cage all the way to the tops of the collarbones. Exhaling with a big sigh out. Start to bring movement back into your fingertips and your toes. You can massage the back of the head by rolling the chin to one shoulder and then the other. You can roll out the wrists and then gently draw the knees in towards the chest, rock and rolling up to an easy seat. We'll come to a seat at the top of our mats to close out our practice today. You can draw your hands to heart center, sit up tall through the crown of your head. We'll take a cleansing breath together, breathing in, breathing out. Draw your thumbs up to your third eye center. I wish you love and compassion in your thoughts. Thumbs to your lips. I wish you love and compassion in your words. Thumbs to your heart. I wish you love and compassion in your heart. Namaste.
Introducing Yoga Plus, offering a free series every month with over 300 different videos. Take control of your health. Work out anytime, anywhere. Yoga Plus. Download now for free.